Good afternoon, everybody. I will be presenting a topic, Climate Smart Community Entry-Level Aquaponics Model, One House or School Aquaponics Food Security Production. The world is experiencing food crisis. There is a food gap that needs to be closed. This is due to exponential growing population. If we look in the figure here and taking 2010 as a base, and projecting what will happen in 2050, there is a 56% food gap to be closed. This food gap is also aggravated by 54% of world population that is migrating to live in urban areas. An estimated 20% of South African households are food insecure. They have inadequate access to sufficient quantity nutritious food. If we look in the figure here, 26% of South Africans go hungry regularly. 28.3% are at the regular risk of going hungry, while 45.7% do not go hungry. Operation PHAKISA, a mechanism to implement the South African National Development Plan 2030, recognize aquaculture as an economic driver to reduce poverty, unemployment, and inequality, especially in youth and women. In South Africa, we experience drought, low rainfall, and high evaporation rates. So if aquaculture, which is a farming in controlled water environment, is supposed to drive economy, that may seem like a bad idea. In this context, aquaponics may be more suitable alternative to challenges presented above, while still satisfying objectives of Operation PHAKISA. Aquaponics word comes from two words, aqua, aquaculture, raising fish in controlled environment, and ponics, Latin to work growing in soilless media. Fish eat and produce ammonia. Beneficial bacteria convert ammonia into nutrients. These nutrients are absorbed by plants as natural fertilizer, while water is continuously recirculated. So it's an ecosystem which has water efficiency of about 95 to 99%. The waste is also reduced, and then there's also reduction of carbon footprint, as year-round local quality fresh vegetables and fish are produced as protein to city consumers. Nutrient-rich effluent from fish tanks is used to fertilize hydroponics beds. This is good as fish needs clean water, and plant roots and rhizobacteria remove nutrients from the water, which is generated manure algae decomposing fish. And this becomes my fertilizer for hydroponically grown plants. In 10 hydroponic beds, functioning as a biofilter, strip off ammonia, nitrates and nitrites, and phosphorus. And freshly cleansed water is recirculated back into the fish tanks. Selection of fish tank type is essential. Fish tanks could account to 20% of the total setup. So it is important to have the right size, the right shape, and the right color. We can see in the picture here we have small fish tanks, and we have medium-sized fish tanks, and we also have big fish tanks. South African commonly cultured species are tilapia, trout, catfish, perch, and ornamental fish. In planning aquaponics, it is critical to find available health fish from reputable local suppliers. It's also important to know the species requirements like water, temperatures, and also to know whether this fish is edible or not edible, and other considerations like what they eat, how they are bred. As in aquaponics, plants are grown in soilless environment. They need a media to support the roots and the stems. So we have got 3 culture systems with different medias. The first one is media or gravel bed. where gravel bed is used to support the plants, as we can see in the picture. The strengths, to mention few of these media gravel bed, is that is easily operated for beginners and is suitable for all plants, and it also can be aerated. The disadvantage is that it's very heavy and is very expensive, and depending on the media that you use, it also requires labor in building, and then the high stocking density media can clog. The second one is the deep water system, which the technique where plants are suspended on polystyrene sheets and then embedded in water. The advantage is that it's more cost effective and light and require less water, and the plant are easily harvested, and then the polystyrene can also insulate the water during cold temperatures. The disadvantage is that polystyrene sheets are easily broken and tall plants are not easily supported. Those are the few of the advantages and disadvantages. The last cultural system is a nutrient film technique or pipe grow beds, where, as the name say, the plants are grown in horizontal PVC pipes to access water. The advantages of this media system is that it's ideal for leafy green plants and is compared to gravel media. They are cost effective, they weigh very less, and they are very suitable for rooftops, and they are researched for commercial purpose. But the disadvantage, some of them, is that the water pump are compulsory and air pump, and that water inlet pipes can be easily clogged, and they are very vulnerable to power outages, which is a problem with a load shedding in South Africa. Areas suitable for aquaponics is in practical places in urban peri-urban areas like flat rooftops, developmental sites, abandoned factories, schools, housing estates, and underutilized areas. Aquaculture in South Africa depends on government funding, including large procurement, which slows the growth. In that sense, there is a question, can aquaponics be considered as a form of leapfrog technology? The ARC and the University of KwaZulu-Natal is promoting a viable, sustainable, unconventional food production system. And technology leapfrogging is an idea where developing societies can leap and take center stage in adopting new technology to promote socio-economic development. This generic financial model is documented in a PhD thesis and can be adopted and adapted for both small and large-scale aquaponic businesses in the country. The system consists of 10,000 liters fish tank connected to plant culture, comprising of 6 half 10,000 flow bin IBC tanks filled with grow media, and these flow bins can be made from different material like barrel, JoJo tanks, IBC tank, or equivalent tanks, which are affordable material that can be obtained from hardwares in the country. This system has a production capacity of 300 kilogram fish and 15 kilograms vegetables. And as you can see from the table here, 3 vegetables can be done per year. And the first cycle, the cycle will cost 40,000, while the second and the third cycle will be only 8,000. So it means that the cost of the system is 120, and then there can be an income of 57, and then the first cycle profit is 17,000, while the next 2 cycles the profit will be 49. So the total per year that can be profit made will be 17 plus 49 plus 49, which is 115. 2 cycles of fish sales per year in this system, where you start with 1,000 fish, and then what you will have is that you will have an profit of 9,000 per cycle, and then you can have 2 cycles in a year. I want to end this presentation by reminding the South Africans of the announcement that the government made, where the president, during the State of the Nation in 2019, announced that they are going to introduce aquaponics as one of the 6 new subjects in the curricula in schools. This is to teach learners technical skills as well as how to produce food to ensure food security. I thank you.